quietly and follow along. At any point, click the pause button to catch up or take a break. Hi, in this lesson, we're going to draw some chemical tubes and then use watercolor to show how different colors mix together. We're going to begin by drawing different shapes of chemical tubes using a pencil. So you can see this nice and clear in the video, I'm going to be using a Sharpie marker to begin. Okay, our first tube is going to be right in the middle of our page. It's going to be a basic cylinder, so follow along with me. We're going to go in the middle of your page, exactly in the middle. We're going to go making a C turned on its side, like this. I'm leaving it open so that way we can put the colors in. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to, on each side, draw down and down, making sure they're very even in length. And finally, for this chemical container tube, we're going to connect them across by doing a nice curved line, just like that. Let's make another one. On the left side of our paper, you can make this one a little taller if you want. We're going to do the same thing. It's going to be like a C that's open and turned on its side. And now it's going to come down a little shorter. Make sure your lines are nice and even. And now it's going to connect by going nice and around, almost like a ball shape at the bottom. Pretty cool. On this side of our paper, on the right side, we have one more. I'd say this one is probably the most challenging to draw, but I know you can do it. Next, what we're going to do is always start out with our C that's turned at the top. We're going to come down on each side. Now, we're going to go out and straight angled lines on each side. And then we're going to connect them at the bottom with a nice straight line across. Here we just made different shapes of chemical tubes, and we left them open so you'll be able to see when we pour the colors together. Okay, let's grab what we need for watercolor. I'm going to move my picture aside. I have a cup of water and my palette. I also have a paintbrush, and I did grab some paper towel just so I can dab my brush dry. We're going to start by mixing different primary colors, which is the main colors of the rainbow, red, yellow, and blue, to create green, orange, and purple. Here we go. With our paintbrush, we're going to begin by getting it wet, dabbing it in the red palette down below, and we're going to start by adding some paint to the top of our paint tube. We're going to have our paint go in between the open area of the C, and our paint is going to stop on the curved line. I can add a little bit more red so the color is a bit more noticeable. Awesome. Now we can bring down the color a little bit more towards the bottom of the tube. I'm now going to rinse my paintbrush because I like to use another color. Let's mix red and yellow and see what color we get. So here I'm taking a little bit of yellow, and I'm going to place the yellow right next to my red and stroke it down. As the colors mix on my paper, you'll see I get orange. That's super exciting. Okay, see how I'm having the colors come together, but I'm not mixing and crossing the colors. Oof, no, we're just doing that so we can use watercolor to see what color we get when the colors mix together. We notice we get orange, so I am going to take my paintbrush, clean it, dab it off, make sure it has no more yellow left on it, and dip in the orange pigment. At the bottom of my chemical tube, I am going to use orange. And you can fill in the bottom of the round. And I'm just going to start to blend in the red and the yellow. So now it's okay to just kind of touch that, and I'm moving the colors all around on the paper. Pretty cool. We learned that when we mix red and yellow, we get orange. That's a pretty cool reaction if you ask me. Okay, let's go on to our next tube. We're now going to mix yellow and blue. I wonder what color we're gonna get. Let's start with some yellow on our cylinder. So at the top, we're gonna get a little bundle of paint and then pull it down. I need some more paint, so I'm gonna go back to my palette. There we go. Pull it down, going down to the line. There we go. Now, we're gonna use the other primary color called blue. So I'm gonna rinse off my paintbrush and get some blue pigment. Put it right on the side. And I'm gonna slowly go down the side of yellow, and if it mixes, you'll notice, you have to look really closely for this one, I will get the color green. Woo! So when we mix blue and yellow, we get the color green. That's pretty cool. So at the bottom of my container, I'm going to put green. I can fill that in. There you go. Remember, it's okay when we add our third color. We're kind of using the green to blend into the blue and the yellow. That's how we as artists can show how these two colors mix together and form green. Pretty cool. Okay, let's clean off our brush and get ready for our third color combination. We have two primary colors that we're going to mix together. It is red and blue. I wonder what color they're gonna make. Let's start out with red. I'm gonna put my red way up here, and it's come all the way down into my tube. There we go. Other color's red, or blue, so let's stir off our brush and grab some blue pigment. Bringing that blue down. As the colors mix, I notice I'm getting the color purple. Blue and red together make purple. Awesome. So what we're gonna do next is rinse off your brush and dip into the purple pigment. At the bottom of our container, let's add some purple. There we go, and we can blend it into the red and the blue to really show that those colors mixed together make purple. I'm going to add a little more pigment to my picture of purple so it appears darker. There we go. That looks really cool. And once we have at the bottom, we can go and add some extra fizzing because there's a chemical reaction when we put these colors together. They make a new color. So I'm gonna go back, I'll rinse out my brush. I'm gonna add some green because we made green with this one. That's exciting. And I'll do the same for orange. Rinsing out my brush. Woohoo! We made orange. That's pretty exciting. There we go. So in this lesson, we learned that red and yellow together make orange. Yellow and blue together make green. Red and blue together make purple. And that's a pretty awesome color combination. Thanks for watching.